sees the hungry ferret.
Hey everybody. Today we're going to take a look at the BBQ Factory Temperature Gauge Grill Thermometer. When you get the order, it comes in this easy open box. There's no fancy packaging. On my silver Weber, it doesn't include a thermometer. This sometimes makes it difficult to figure out what's going on inside. This thermometer should help me figure out if my charcoal is weak and need to start a new chimney, or have too much airflow coming in, making it way too hot inside. Exterior is stainless steel. Looking at the exterior, the gauge appears to be very well made. This thermometer features a no fog glass. The gauge also features very easy to read numbers and also guidelines for what smoke and barbecue is. It's supposed to have a fogless window. I'm guessing if the heat's too high or the humidity is too high, you'll still be able to see the screen. The gauge supposedly has an accuracy of 10 degrees. There's a locking nut in the back and also a washer. The diameter of the stem is 1/4 of an inch. You need to drill a 3/8 inch hole for mounting. From the threading, the stem is about 2 inches. The face of the gauge is about 2 inches also. I have the Weber silver here, and this is the grill that we're going to attach the gauge to. Now, the location of where the gauge is going to be a huge debate. I got this gauge to figure out the average temperature of the barbecue. I'm not using this for smoking exactly, so I don't need to know the exact temperature of every location. From what I read, the gauges within the cover is supposed to give you a rough idea of what you're supposed to use. For the exact temperature, you probably need a probe that sits on top of the grill grate. I first place some masking tape. This is to prevent the drill bit from scratching and also having a grip. I first used a smaller drill bit, and this is just to make a pilot hole. I want the hole to be as clean as possible. So once the pilot hole is made, I used a 3/8 inch drill bit. I'm trying not to press down too hard because I don't want to dent the metal. And it's easy as that to make the hole. Once I have the hole ready, I do a test fit with the gauge. Looks good. And now I'm going to clean this up. Some people is going to suggest to paint over the hole to prevent rust, but I think this Weber grill is fine without it. I think as long as you take care of it and go through the seasonal cleaning, you should be fine. You probably will end up getting a new grill before you have a problem with the rust. Installation is simple. Just make sure the washer is on the outside portion of the cover. Spin the gauge a little bit just to make sure that the threading has gone through. You see on the other side the threading? This is a perfect fit. The last remaining step is to attach the nut. You may need a tool to tighten the nut, but adjust the gauge first. Make sure it's facing the way you want it to face. And this is how it looks on the grill. It's very easy to read and it's quite attractive. This should help me with my grilling game. I wanted to have a rough idea what the temperature is, so I decided to do some quick tests. Now, the hole I'm using is not exactly the same spot, so keep that in mind. But I have it pointed at the same general area, and it's on the opposite side of the charcoal. This is a pretty inexpensive probe, and it's easy to install. But remember, these things are supposed to give you a rough idea of what the temperature is on the inside. It's not meant to be exact. I feel the only way to be 100% exact is to have the probe on the grill level next to the meat. This is on the cover and it's much higher. But it will give you a very good idea of what the temperature is roughly on the inside and it also will make you far more consistent. If you're able to maintain the temperatures at a constant rate, then you should be successful in smoking and grilling. The BBQ gauge is reading about 425, and on my probe I'm reading about 395. So it's fairly close. It's not exact. I don't expect it to be. When you get a chance, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.